Hello friends, welcome to Tips and Tricks in Mathematics. This is for class 11 students and the topic of discussion is statistics. In this video, we will be focusing on NCERT solutions for exercise number 2. In the first problem, we need to find the mean and variance for the data 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8, 12. Number of observation is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now to find variance, we need to use the formula sigma xi minus x bar square divided by n. So even in the problem, if mean is not given and we need to find the variance, mean still has to be evaluated. So mean has to be evaluated first for getting variance, irrespective whether it is asked in question or not. So first we will find mean. So mean equal to sum of observations by number of observations. So we'll add up all those divided by 8. We get 72 by 8 equal to 9. So mean is 9. Now using mean we will get the variance. We use this formula. So first we will find xi minus x bar. We write this data in column format. Then get x minus x bar. That is 6 minus 9. Minus 3, similarly 7 minus 9 minus 2 and so on. Next we square this column. So minus 3 square 9, minus 2 square 4, 1 square 1 and so on. Since we need to find the summation, we use sigma x minus x bar square equal to adding all the numbers in this column, which is 74. Now variance is 74 by 8. 8 is number of observation, which is 9.25. In this problem, we need to find the mean and variance for the data given by xi's and fi. We have already discussed in our previous video that this is a discrete frequency distribution. What is discrete frequency distribution? For each xi, there is a fi. For example, this could be the marks obtained in a subject, and these are the number of students who got. So 6 marks are obtained by 2 students, 10 marks are obtained by 4 students and so on. So again, since we need to find variance, we have to find the mean. So for discrete frequency distribution, the formula is for mean is sigma fi xi by sigma fi. So xi is given, fi is given, we write in the column format. Multiply these two columns, 6 into 212, 10 into 440, 14 into 798 and so on. Next we add up this last column, which is 760. This is sigma fi xi. So 760 by 40 will give x bar as 19. X bar is mean. Next step is to get the variance. Variance is given by the formula sigma fi x minus x bar the whole square divided by sigma fi. So we will compute xi minus x bar now. Xi minus x bar is 9. Sorry, it is 19. So 6 minus 19, this can be taken as 19. 6 minus 19 is minus 13. 10 minus 19 is minus 9. 14 minus 19 is minus I and so on. So we get x minus x bar. Next is to compute xi minus x bar the whole square. So we square this. Minus 13 square is 169. Minus 9 square is 81 and so on. Now next we multiply this column with fi. These are the fi. So 2 into 169, 338. 4 into 81, 324 and so on we multiply. And get the sigma as summation of all these numbers, which is sigma fi into x minus x bar the whole square is 1736. This is obtained by adding 338, 324, 175 and so on till 363. Now variance is given by sigma square. This is a small sigma. So sigma fi into x minus x bar the whole square divided by sigma fi. Sigma fi is 40. So 1736 by 40 is 43.4. In this problem, we need to find the mean and variance for the data given by the classes and frequencies. This is a continuous distribution, continuous frequency distribution. The upper limit is equal to the lower limit, so it is a continuous distribution. For each class it is seen like that. These are the frequencies. So first step in continuous distribution is to find the midpoint. So classes midpoint becomes the xi. That is the first step. This is the class, this is the frequency given. We have written in the column format. Next is to get midpoint. Which are the midpoints of these classes? 0 plus 30 by 2 is 15. 30 plus 60 by 2 is 45, and so on. We get this as the xis. To get mean, we have used to formula sigma fi xi by sigma fi. So we get fi xi now. So fix is 2 into 15, 30, 3 into 45, 135, and so on. We multiply all the numbers and get sigma fi xi as addition of all these numbers in this column, which is 3210. 3210 divided by 30 is 107. So this is the mean. So next step is to get the variance. For getting the variance, we use this formula sigma fi into x minus x bar the whole square by n. So we first get xi minus x bar the whole square. So 15 minus 107 the whole square. 45 minus 107 the whole square, and so on. We get these numbers. We multiply this number with frequency into 2 into 3. So these numbers to be multiplied by 2, this to be 3. So we get our answer as this. So we add all those and get 68280. Now variance is 68280 divided by 30, which is sigma fi or n. So variance is 2276. In this problem, we need to find mean and variance and standard deviation for this data. Now, once we see that the class intervals are of very large numbers like this, multiplying with frequency becomes more difficult. So what we use here is we use the shortcut method. In the shortcut method, we assume a mean value. So which value to be assumed? We take the highest frequency value, that is 15. So we assume that mean is in this class interval 90 to 95. That's what we have done. We have put this in column format. So 70, 75 till 110, 15. Number of children is fi. So we assume this as the class interval in which assumed mean is there because the frequency is highest here. So the midpoint is 92.5. These are the midpoint or xis. So in this problem we assume mean as 92.5 and then proceed. Now we have to compute the actual mean because we have just assumed 92.5. So how do we get that actual mean? Actual mean will be assumed mean plus sigma fi yi by sigma fi into h. H is the class size. That is 75 minus 70, which is 5. Y, what is yi? Yi is xi minus a by h. So now we'll get these terms and put it in this equation. So midpoint is this. Now we get yi. Yi is xi minus a by h. A is the assumed mean. So 72.5, that is xi. These are the midpoint values of the class interval. So 70 plus 75 by 2 is 72.5. 75 plus 80 by 2 is 77.5, and so on. Xis are the midpoints of the class intervals. So this is yi equal to xi minus a by h. So 72.5 minus 92.5 by 5 equal to minus 4. 77.5 minus 92.5 equal to minus 3, and so on. Next is to compute yi, fi yi. So we multiply this with the frequency. So 3 into minus 4 minus 12, 4 into minus 3 minus 12, 7 into minus 2 minus 14, and so on. Now sigma Fi will be 6. We put in this equation and get actual mean. So actual mean is assumed mean plus sigma Fi which is 6 divided by sigma Fi which is 60 into class size or 5. So simplifying this, we get the actual mean as 93. Now we need to find variance and standard deviation. The formula for variance is given by h square by n square into n into sigma Fi square minus sigma Fi square. So this is the formula when we use the shortcut method or assumed mean method. So we already computed up to here. Next is we compute yi square. We need yi square. So we compute yi square. Fi we already computed. Now we multiply yi square with fi because we need this term sigma Fi yi square. So we multiply yi square with frequency 3 into 1648, 4 into 936 and so on. So we substitute the values here. H is y, n is sigma Fi which is 60 into 60. Sigma Fi yi square is 254. Sigma Fi yi the whole square is 6 square which is 36. We get variance as 105.58. Now we need to also evaluate standard deviation. Standard deviation is given by square root of variance. So we take square root of 105.58 which is 10.27. This is the final answer. Friends, with this we conclude this video. Please like and subscribe my channel so that in future videos can be released to you instantaneously. Thank you very much, friends.